That morning, as I nurtured the roses in my garden, I remained blissfully ignorant of the twists and turns that awaited me in life. My hands delved deep into the earth, exploring the roots of the saplings I had just nestled into their new home. All was serene and ordinary, much like any other day, until a sudden jolt of pain pierced through my back. Little did I know what was on the verge of happening, particularly with my stepnephew Taylor present purely by chance. My garden has forever served as my sanctuary, my refuge from the world. Following the loss of my husband Robert, it transformed into the sole sanctuary that genuinely mended my spirit. Yet on that day, an unmistakable shift lingered in the air. At 67, I frequently heard the question, "Elaine, how do you manage? How is it possible to appear so youthful at your age?" In truth, there was nothing particularly mysterious about it. I have prioritized my well-being, embracing a nourishing diet, consistent physical activity, and an unwavering resolve to preserve the vibrant spirit of the young woman within me. Yet, I must confess, solitude had burrowed profoundly into the depths of my being. Though my beauty may have captivated those around me, within me lingered an unshakable void. While I was carefully placing one of the saplings, an unexpected jolt of pain pierced through my back. It struck me with such intensity and surprise that I let go of everything in my grasp. For a fleeting moment, I shut my eyes, attempting to inhale deeply through the agony, yet it offered no solace. The pain radiated from my shoulder, cascading down my back, rendering me immobile, a statue caught in a moment of agony. Suddenly, Taylor's voice pierced through the silence. "Elaine, are you all right?" My stepnephew Taylor, at 22, possesses broad shoulders and a muscular build complemented by a face that could easily grace the cover of a magazine. His golden locks glistened under the sun's embrace, while his intense gaze held mine, filled with a deep sense of worry. He possessed an effortless allure, the sort that captivated all around him, even as he remained blissfully unaware of its existence. In that moment, all the vibrant energy of youth appeared to converge solely on my plight. I managed to utter a few words, gesturing to the precise location where the pain throbbed most intensely in my back. "There seems to be a disturbance in the air. Motion eludes me. Are you prepared for this? This tale transcends the ordinary. This is a voyage where limits dissolve, feelings intertwine, and revelations echo like unvoiced cries. Each fleeting instant has the potential to awaken something deep within, challenging the boundaries of your understanding. If this resonates with you, be sure to subscribe to my channel and activate notifications to show your support." Taylor knelt beside. "Allow me to assist," he offered. As his large hands made contact with my shoulders, an involuntary shiver coursed through me. "I shall offer you a massage. It often proves beneficial," he remarked. I found myself lacking the fortitude to object. I was prepared to explore any avenue to alleviate the suffering. Yet, what truly took me by surprise was the impact his touch had on my being. Taylor's hands found their way to my back, applying a gentle pressure that was both soothing and intimate. I must confess, it has been years since I experienced such a profound sense of intimacy. His fingers possessed a strength that belied their surprising gentleness. As their hands glided over my taut muscles, the ache gradually diminished, giving way to an unfamiliar warmth that enveloped me. It felt as though the solitary woman within me had been stirred from her slumber. I exhaled softly. "Perhaps a touch too profound, wouldn't you say, Taylor?" I began to speak, yet the words lodged themselves in my throat. I was unable to complete it. He remained silent as well, continuing to massage, his hands gliding over my back in a manner that heightened my awareness. Each caress. In that instant, I sensed a transformation occurring, stirring a mix of fear and exhilaration within me that I had not anticipated. Taylor continued to move his hands over my back, each motion steady and intentional, until he unexpectedly halted and leaned in closer to observe. "Upon me. Is that you, Elaine? This is truly unfortunate," he remarked, his tone grave and filled with worry. "This cannot be resolved in the garden. Come, let us find a cozy spot by the fireplace. The embrace of warmth shall provide solace. I'll fetch some cream to soothe your back. We must exercise caution regarding this matter." For a fleeting moment I paused, yet the ache compelled me to choose. I inclined my head and he assisted me in rising to my feet. "Be cautious, move at a measured pace," he advised, his firm hands steadying me. In the way he embraced me, there was an unexpected warmth that wrapped around my heart. A sense of intimacy I had not experienced in ages. Upon entering, the crackling fire enveloped the room in a warm, golden embrace. The warmth enveloped me, soothing the tightness in my muscles with its gentle embrace. Taylor swiftly unfurled a blanket across the floor and gestured for me to recline upon it. "You should find a more comfortable position to stretch out your back," he suggested. His gaze was earnest, yet a hint of uncertainty danced within it. I have some cream that will aid in relaxing those muscles. I reclined, embracing the fire's warmth as it enveloped me while Taylor worked the cream between his hands, coaxing it to life with gentle heat. The initial brush of his hands upon my shoulders caused me to exhale softly. I was completely unaware that I had been holding on. Just relax, he murmured gently. In no time you shall find yourself feeling better. Yet, each caress of his hands transcended mere relief from my physical suffering. It awakened a feeling within me, a sentiment I believed I had long since laid to rest. As his fingers glided down my back, my thoughts sharpened into clarity yet spiraled into chaos. Taylor's touch transcended mere healing. It was a moment of revelation. For a fleeting instant I lingered within, yet the agony proved overwhelming. I promptly acquiesced. Taylor softly took hold of my arm, guiding me back to my feet with a tender touch. Proceed with caution. Exercise caution, he advised. As his powerful hands enveloped me, an unusual sense of safety washed over me. The young man's unwavering protectiveness enveloped me in a warmth I hadn't experienced in years. As we stepped into the house, the flames dancing in the fireplace cast a cozy orange glow throughout the room. The fire crackled softly, its warmth enveloping the room and soothing my senses in an instant. Taylor swiftly unfurled a blanket across the floor and gestured for me to recline upon it. You should find a more comfortable position to loosen your back, he said, his eyes maintaining their serious gaze yet betraying a hint of warmth. I also brought some cream. This will ease those muscles. I reclined, enveloped in a comforting warmth as Taylor dispensed the cream into his hand, working it between his palms to generate a soothing heat. The moment his hands brushed against my shoulder, I found myself gasping, caught off guard by the unexpected sensation. Take a breath, he murmured gently. You will experience an improvement now. Yet, with each caress, I sensed a transformation unfolding. His hands offered more than mere physical relief. They were awakening feelings within me that I had long concealed. As his fingers glided across my back, a sense of tranquility washed over me, yet my thoughts began to intertwine in a chaotic dance. Taylor's touch was deliberate and confident, delving deeper into both the physical and emotional realms. It's no surprise your muscles are so tight, he remarked, his voice imbued with a warmth that drew me in. Elaine, it seems you are shouldering an overwhelming burden. The garden, the chores, it's essential to remember to prioritize yourself as well. I endeavored to articulate my thoughts. The garden serves as my sanctuary, Taylor. Without it, I sensed his interruption, his touch softening ever so slightly. Yet, one requires more than merely the garden. One requires companionship, individuals, someone who genuinely cares for your well-being. His words enveloped me in warmth, surpassing even the glow of the fire, yet they stirred a sense of unease within me. I found myself grappling with his words, unsure if I truly comprehended their meaning, or perhaps I did, yet I was reluctant to embrace the truth they held. In that instant, his hands glided gently lower on my back, persisting with the soothing massage. The warmth of his touch unraveled the tension, yet within it wove a different sort of knot. The proximity to him stirred a complex mix of comfort and fear within me. Taylor, I finally managed to utter, my voice trembling. Your assistance is truly appreciated, yet. I understand, he said, his voice measured and deliberate this time, but everything will be all right. Take a moment to unwind, Elaine. His words resonated with a depth that transcended mere advice, akin to the flickering flames of a fire. With each passing second, his presence drew nearer. Taylor's hands softly glided down the curve of my back. With every muscle that relaxed under his touch, an unsettling feeling began to envelop me. His warmth penetrated further, gradually yet resolutely. In that instant, my thoughts began to swirl, giving rise to an inner conflict. Elaine, maintain your composure, I urged myself, yet the grip of anxiety eluded my grasp. As his warm hands glided lower, nearing my shoulders, my heart began to race. On one hand, there was Taylor's closeness, while on the other, the limits that time had established. In an instant, the voice within me erupted with a piercing cry. He is your stepnephew, Elaine. This is not something you should be engaging in. The fireplace cast a cozy glow throughout the room, yet, as time passed, that warmth transformed into an overwhelming heat. As Taylor wiped the sweat from his forehead, my gaze was irresistibly drawn to him. In an unexpected moment, he raised the hem of his shirt, peeling it away from his body. His muscular, sun-kissed body radiated in the firelight, resembling a work of art. In that moment, the emotions I experienced are difficult to articulate. It had been years since I felt such a profound connection with anyone. This heat from the fire is unbearable, he exclaimed, letting his shirt fall to the floor. His tone carried a relaxed air, yet the intensity in his gaze rendered me motionless. At that moment, his gaze locked onto mine. "Elaine, you're becoming quite alluring as well," he remarked, his tone gentle yet resolute. "Keeping that shirt on will only deepen your discomfort. I am here to assist you." My words lodged themselves in my throat. I contemplated resisting, yet the perspiration clinging to my skin and the oppressive heat of the room rendered it intolerable. Gradually, I inclined my head in agreement. Taylor knelt beside me, fingers brushing the hem of my shirt with a tentative grace. His warm hands brushed against my skin, igniting a gentle warmth within me. The caress ignited a tremor within me, yet it bore no chill. It was a certain kind of heat. With meticulous care, he lifted my shirt, deftly maneuvering it around my hair, and at last removed it, placing it aside with a sense of purpose. In that instant, the atmosphere surrounding us became denser. For a fleeting moment, his gaze held mine, only to be swiftly averted as he turned his head away. Even without witnessing his expression, I could sense the turmoil those glances incited. "Within me," Elaine Taylor remarked, his voice resonating with a deeper, gentler timbre than it had before. "Are you feeling better now?" "I believe so," I responded, my voice trembling. The tempest within me remained unmasked by my words. The discomfort extended beyond mere heat. The warmth radiating from Taylor's presence enveloped me completely. "Come on," he urged, extending his hand. "Shall we take a moment to recline on the couch? You find yourself in a state of unease in this place." I grasped his hand. When our fingers met, a surge of electricity coursed through me, a sensation I hadn't experienced in years. With his firm grip, he lifted me to my feet, his strength providing a moment of unwavering support. Taylor's instinct to shield felt undeniably evident, so intrinsic that the anxieties within me started to dissipate. As we reached the couch, he carefully guided me into a seated position. He settled next to me without hesitation, yet he was careful to maintain a respectful distance. Nevertheless, the tension in the room lingered, refusing to dissipate. An unarticulated connection lingered between us, yet it felt nearly insurmountable to express it in words. Struggling to remain anchored amidst the intensity of his stare, I battled to contain the chaos swirling within me. Yet, one truth stood unmistakably evident. This evening, the heaviness of our emotions was nearly undeniable. As we settled into our seats, an unspoken tension enveloped us, punctuated only by the soft crackle of the fire. The rhythm of my heart raced within my chest, a palpable thrum that seemed to echo in my ears. Taylor sat beside me, his mere presence, the rhythm of his breath, weaving an undeniable influence over me. The proximity to him stirred a blend of anxiety and an unexpected sense of tranquility within me. As I briefly shifted my gaze, our eyes locked in a fleeting connection. In his gaze lingered an essence, perhaps curiosity, perhaps a more profound sentiment. In that intimacy, it was undeniable. The gaze in his eyes, profound and fervent, yet imbued with a gentle softness. In that instant, it seemed as though time itself had come to a standstill. Taylor extended his hand toward mine with a deliberate slowness. As his fingers brushed against mine, a tremor coursed through my being. His lips remained sealed, yet the silence spoke volumes. His eyes held mine, resting on my lips for a fleeting second, and in that instant, the world shifted. He inclined his body toward me with deliberate slowness. His proximity was palpable, a gentle warmth of his breath caressing my skin. The whispers within me fell silent. Right and wrong had ceased to exist. In that instant, all that existed were the depths of Taylor's gaze and the warmth of his proximity. I shut my eyes and leaned in ever so slightly toward him. As our lips connected, it was as if the very fabric of time unraveled around us. The initial caress was tender, delicate, and inquisitive. Yet, in mere moments, that softness transformed into a fervor that was unmistakable. His warmth, his breath, the sensation of his lips, everything felt as though it existed in a realm apart from reality. In that moment, the loneliness, fear, and longing that had accumulated within me began to intertwine with him. This was more than a mere kiss. It was the manifestation of countless years of repressed feelings, unfulfilled longings, and perhaps an unspoken connection. As the kiss deepened, his hands tenderly explored the contours of my cheeks. My hands instinctively clutched his shoulders, the warmth of his skin seeping through my palms. At last, we both drew back simultaneously. As our gazes intertwined, our breaths faltered, yet the connection we shared resonated with an intensity that surpassed all else. Is there anything worth expressing? Uncertainty lingered, yet one truth stood resolute. This evening, the bond we share will be irrevocably altered. In the aftermath of the kiss, a sudden breathlessness enveloped me. My heart raced as if it were on the verge of breaking free from my chest. As I gazed into Taylor's eyes, I perceived not only a question but also an intense longing. In that instant, my thoughts fell into a profound stillness. My heart and body had taken the reins, guiding my choices from within. "Taylor," I spoke. Though my voice trembles, my emotions resonate with clarity. Indeed. I desire you. I desire you. The words escaped my lips and a fracture echoed within me. The weight of loneliness and the shadows of fear that had clung to me for years evaporated in a heartbeat. Nothing else held significance, this moment was everything. In this very moment, here with him. Taylor's expression momentarily flickered with surprise, but soon a gradual smile unfolded upon his lips. The look in his eyes reflected the warmth enveloping me. I desire you as well. Elaine, he said, his voice a blend of gentleness and authority. I have endeavored to restrain myself, yet I find it impossible to continue. I desire you. I long to be by your side. His words washed over me like gentle waves, each syllable caressing my heart. Taylor tenderly cradled my face in his hands, leaning in closer to me once again. This time there was a resolute certainty. We were acutely aware of our desires. As his lips brushed against mine once more, the depth of our feelings transcended the limitations of language. This moment marked a pivotal shift in my journey. The essence of Taylor, his comforting aura, his eloquent expressions. In the face of my deepest anxieties, I found no intention to halt my course at this moment. I had not halted a single thing. I had wholly surrendered to the currents of my emotions. In that moment, with only a delicate veil separating us, we lay breathless and entwined, Taylor beside me. With a subtle smile gracing my lips, I lifted my gaze to the ceiling, where I observed our shirts and pants strewn across the floor. The evening enveloped me in an otherworldly embrace. It felt as though one had slipped into a dream. Taylor pivoted to meet my gaze, his enchanting smile lingering on his lips. His hand caressed my cheek softly, his thumb fleetingly brushing against my lips. Elaine, he murmured, his voice rich and gentle. This moment is beyond compare, I would not exchange it for anything in the world. I turned to him, my heart a tumult of emotions, and spoke with a voice rich in gratitude. Thank you, Taylor. It has been ages since I last experienced such profound loneliness. And what about you? Are you really this tall, youthful, and striking? I truly appreciate it. I had no desire to conceal the genuine emotion and gratitude reflected in my gaze. Taylor's lips curled into a smile, his signature charm radiating from his expression. Elaine, are you aware of the beauty that radiates from you? He uttered. And I'm not merely referring to your appearance. Being with you evokes an entirely unique sensation. Your warmth, your sincerity, all of it. Your presence uplifts my spirit and enhances my self-worth. His gaze held me captive, and I found myself unable to look away. His words, his caress. The experience was so vivid and profound that I felt an irresistible urge to engrave this night into my memory for all time. I found myself in need of you, Taylor, I confessed with sincerity. And you were present in this moment. I could not desire anything beyond this. Taylor offered a faint smile, his fingers gliding gently along the edge of the sheets. I shall frequent this place often, Elaine. From this moment forward, whenever you seek me, I shall be here, he declared. His voice resonated with a blend of resolve and authenticity. Simply to behold you. Merely to offer you these fleeting moments. In that instant, I sensed a fresh portal unfolding in the journey of my existence. The weight of bygone sorrows and solitude gradually receded into the distance. With Taylor beside me, I was enveloped in a profound sense of trust and tranquility. I shut my eyes, inhaled deeply, and edged a bit nearer to his comforting heat. This night marked merely the inception of my journey. The initial strides of an unfolding adventure. The realization that I was no longer alone held a worth beyond measure. I trust my story resonated with you. The journey was truly exhilarating. I am absolutely delighted to share this with you. If you wish to immerse yourself in more tales like this, be sure to subscribe. By enabling notifications, you ensure that you are among the first to discover when a new episode is released. Your likes and comments truly hold immense significance for me. Your thoughts and feelings truly inspire me. Your encouragement fuels my writing endeavors. Thank you immensely, and I look forward to our next tale together.